Hey guys, as you can see, I've gone through a bit of a transformation. I've lost 20 kilos of weight. I've never felt better. Today I want to talk about why I decided to change my lifestyle and be a healthier and happier me. So I guess what was really the sort of wake up call for me that I needed to change my life. A couple of months ago, West Australian Off-Road, Maddie, mate of mine, had a Patreon camp out that I went to, and there was probably over 20 people at the camp out for the weekend. And it was an awesome weekend, had a great time. I just felt really out of place there. I went there, I was pretty much the only one there drinking, and I drank all weekend. I drank over a carton through the weekend, and I just felt like a total alcoholic. I just didn't realise how much I depended on alcohol and that I couldn't go camping without alcohol, and it just doesn't feel right to me. And seeing that other people can go camping and enjoy the outdoors and not need to rely on alcohol was really the wake-up call I needed to change my life. I guess I was sort of just brought up around alcohol, thinking it was just normal. That's what everyone does. Right from, I reckon, probably about 12 years old. I remember at Christmas time, I used to try and sneak beers and stuff like that around when my parents weren't watching and stuff, and it was just the normal thing to do. And I don't know if I'd ever gone camping in my life without having a drink while I was camping. And it wasn't only the alcohol. I was tired of feeling so unfit, so unhealthy, and not being able to do anything with my life. I wanted to be able to go hiking and motorbike riding especially. I love motorbike riding. Last time I went out with Paul, like 6 months ago, I could just feel my body. I used to be really good on a motorbike, and I just felt like my body couldn't keep up with what I wanted to do with myself. And I just didn't have the strength that I used to have. So I decided it's definitely time to make some changes in my life. So about 2.5 months ago, I decided to try the carnivore diet. I've been on the keto diet previously. I've wanted to try the carnivore diet because I've heard you get even quicker results than you did on the keto diet. And I've got to tell you straight up, it is the most boring diet you'll ever be on. Keto is good because you can have lots of veggies, and I love my veggies. But the carnivore diet is so strict, you can have nothing but animal products, meaning meat and eggs is your entire diet. So for breakfast, I'd have my bacon and eggs. I used to love having it on a wrap. Couldn't even have a wrap anymore because it's zero carbs. You can't have any carbs at all. And then for lunch, I would have like a piece of steak, make sure it had lots of fat on it, and like a piece of salmon or something like that. And then that was it for the entire day. I'd have my 2 meals. But the good thing about that diet, because you're eating so much fat, your body isn't burning carbs anymore for energy. It's burning fat, which releases energy a lot slower. That means you have energy for the entire day. So rather than eating and then a couple of hours later being hungry again and needing to eat again for more energy, you very rarely feel hungry at all on the carnivore diet. And you don't even snack. You don't need snacks. You just don't get hungry. So that is the benefit of the diet. But like I said, it is extremely boring. There's only so many pieces of meat and different ways you can cook it and everything else. You can't have oils or anything like that. You're not supposed to have spices or anything. It's supposed to be a very plain and boring diet. Now, I was only sticking to this for 3 months. So I've nearly finished this diet, and I'm going to transition back to more of a keto diet and include veggies back in my diet as well. Because I haven't reached my goal yet. I still want to lose more weight and build more muscle, but I'm definitely on the way. Now, I didn't just go cold turkey on alcohol. I went cold turkey on everything. I don't smoke, but my other bad habit that I've had for over 15 years, energy drinks. I've been joking about them on my channel the entire time. All over Instagram, everything. Every single morning at camp, I'd have my energy drink as my morning coffee. I don't drink coffee or any sort of hot drinks, so that's my morning pick-me-up every single morning. And sometimes I'd have 2 or 3 every single day. And 2.5 months ago, when I started this diet, I went cold turkey on them as well. So I cut out everything bad in my lifestyle at once. Another reason I couldn't have alcohol during this period, my body's in ketosis, which means it is purely burning that fat and not the carbs. That's why I'm required to eat so much more fat in my diet, so that my body knows it has a continuous source of food to burn the fat. But it only takes one meal that you've messed up, and it could take up to 2 weeks to get back into ketosis, which means even just one drink can knock you out and you have to start again. So I've been very strict and haven't had a drink, and I can't tell you how much better I feel for it. Not saying I'm quitting alcohol forever. Once I reach my goals, I will be having the occasional drink again, but I'm going to be doing it in a lot more moderation. If I go out on a weekend rather than drinking a carton of beer, I might have, say, a 6-pack the entire weekend. Still enjoy a drink, because that's why I drink, because I enjoy the taste of it, not to get drunk. But I just don't want to do it excessively anymore. I also decided I've been single for the past 2 years, and no one's going to want to date someone that looked like me and acted like I did. The fact that I'd come home every night and I'd have to have 3 or 4 drinks every single night after work to relax and chill, it just wasn't a good lifestyle, and it's not something I wanted to do long term. So I can't expect to find a partner when I'm not making changes in my own life first to become a happier and healthier version of myself. For the first time in about 15 years, I actually joined the gym about a month ago as well. My workmate has been hassling me for probably like a year to join the gym, and I just kept putting it off and off and off. Even though I'm a content creator and I make videos like this all the time, I'm a really shy person and quiet. And the thought of walking into a gym and being around other people just terrified me, and I just kept putting it off the entire time. But I decided I needed to make a change and just went in there and did it, signed up. And now I've been going 6 days a week and absolutely loving it. I'm getting addicted to it now, and I actually hate when I can't go. Last weekend I went out with P2 and we actually rode the motorbikes. That was awesome fun. We absolutely loved it, except I was riding his big KTM 690 in soft sand, and both of us actually fell off the motorbike that day. His bike was just too big and too heavy for that soft sand we're riding in, and it felt like the bike was in control and not us. We were just along for the ride, and both of us had the issue. The front wheel went out and just come out from under us, and we both went down. But I went down, sort of fell forwards and sideways with my leg going under the bike, but my foot was facing backwards while I was facing forwards. So it twisted my knee, and I've damaged my knee. So I'm going to be out of action for a couple of weeks recovering, which actually really hurts because I wanted to go to the gym flat out, and now I can't do leg days or anything like that, and I have to really restrict what I can do. But injuries are just part of it, and that's not going to stop me from getting back out there and doing it again. I want to do a lot more motorbike riding in the future. But unfortunately, this does mean for the next couple of months, I will be cutting back on the amount of videos that I make because I'm focusing on reaching my goals. They are very important to me, and I want to be a healthier and happier person. I'll definitely still be filming videos, just not as regular as I normally do. One of the reasons I'm making this video is to try and inspire other people as well. It's not too late to make changes in your life. I'm 43 years old, nearly 50 years old, and I've decided it's time to make a change. So at any point in your life, you can decide you want to do better. I was drinking a carton of beer at home a week. Every night after work, I was drinking a couple of beers, so it turned out to be a carton a week. And then also a weekend, I'd go to the pool and we'd drink another carton between us while we're camping as well. So that was 2 cartons of beer every single week I was drinking. Not to mention the cocktails we were making, which are awesome. But that all adds up. I hope you guys will continue supporting me until I reach my goals, because your support, especially through Instagram at the moment, has meant so much to me. I have made a whole playlist on my channel of mental health videos expressing the most personal and worst experiences I've been through in my life. And I've been through more than most people have or ever will go through in their life. And I've shared that for everyone to see, just to try and show people that it's okay to go through tough times. And there are people there that can help you. You are not alone. It's not weak to speak and ask a mate for help. If I could do those videos for the whole world to see, then you can just turn to one mate and say, I'm not okay. So I don't have to make these kind of videos. These are very personal videos. I'm going through a pretty personal time at the moment, transformation. It's embarrassing, but I want to inspire other people to do it as well. So if you've got any more questions about anything I've done, the diet or anything else you want more information about, leave a comment below. I'm happy to answer. I really want to thank my Patreon members as well for their support. Their continued support over the last couple of years has meant so much to me, and it's helped me get through so much. If you'd like to consider supporting me as well, there's a link down below. You can click and check out our Patreon community. But thanks for watching this video, guys. If you've liked it, leave a like. Like I said, any more questions about anything I've talked about, leave a comment. I'm happy to answer. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.